a video on these different stock cubes. So we went out for dinner and we went to a Turkish supermarket that's got a restaurant attached to it. So kebabs and grilled meats and all that kind of stuff, all that kind of deliciousness. And then we had a look around the supermarket, and it was quite amazing. Really, I've been before, but to kind of see the foods available in a Turkish supermarket, as opposed to a normal UK supermarket. And I did notice, we were having a look around, and I did notice that there were some different chicken stock cubes. I did also notice that some of the foods said not to be sold in the EU. Now, obviously, we're not part of the EU anymore, but I kind of thought, I wonder what's in them that you're not allowed to sell, or I wonder what's in that or not in that that says that you can't buy that sell it in the EU. So I bought these and I thought we'll do a bit of a taste test. These are the two that I bought in the Turkish supermarket. I don't know if I didn't chat to anyone, but I think there'll be Kurdish Turkish people rather than Turkish people. I think the Kurds first and foremost, rather than Turkish people. So, but anyway, so those are from the Turkish supermarket. I should have called it a Kurdish supermarket. But anyway, they were lovely anyway. The food was delicious. So, those are the two from the supermarket, and then these are just cheap ones from Lidl, and then these are the expensive ones from like organic type of thing. So I thought we'd just do a bit of a taste test. They are varying amounts of water you're supposed to add the chicken stock cube to, but roughly about between 450 millilitres and 500 millilitres. So, and I just decided that what we'll do is we'll just do 450 millilitres, and kind of it's about right. I can't imagine that 50 millilitres of water will make too much difference to the taste. We're just varying degrees of mixing in. So these two ones from the Turkish supermarket of what we call it, have mixed in easier than those two, which kind of would suggest, I don't know what that suggests, and I'm certainly not going to say anything. So that was taking a lot longer to mix in than the others. So let's do a taste test. So this is expensive. Well, not that. No, it was on offer, but still expensive. Like twice the price of those. It's quite nice, is that? I'll stick my spoon back in, it'll be fine. A bit greasy. Alright. Not much taste difference. Wow. Wow. Loads of taste difference there. Loads of taste difference. And how does this one taste? Yeah, like different again. I wonder if there's monosodium glutamate in those two. So there's a vast amount of difference. So those two are pretty similar in flavour. Those two vastly different. A lot more chickeny. You can certainly tell that's chicken, or it tastes like chicken. Should do in your mind. Hang on, I need to blow my nose. Right, let's just see if we can see what the ingredients are. Chicken flavour stock cubes. Ingredients: salt, flavour enhancer, E61621, sugar, vegetable palm fat, soya flour, wheat starch, spices, white pepper and turmeric, onion, chicken extract powder, flavour, garlic, carrot and parsley, may contain traces of milk and eggs. There's no there's no mention of monosodium glutamate. Or maybe that is. Maybe that's flavour enhancer E621. Now, what's in these? Without them falling out of that. Oh, these are Nigerian. Prepared by Nestle Nigeria. Oh, that's interesting, isn't it? Imagine. Okay, so ionized. Ionized? No, iodine. No, I don't know. Salt, flavouring, enhancer, sodium glutamate. That's there we go. Sodium. Oh god. Sugar, starch, palm oil, glucose syrup, chicken flavour, onion, turmeric, water, celery, emulsifiers. Yes. Okay, so that's why that tastes really chickeny. And these: salt, potato starch, palm fat, sugar, yeast extract, chicken fat, natural flavourings, 1% chicken powder, chicken skin, chicken meat, onion, spices, herbs, acid, citric acid, caramelized onion, sugar syrup, maltodextrin. And then this should have the least amount of ingredients in them. Ingredients: sea salt, potato starch, palm fat, sugar, chicken fat, yeast extract, natural chicken flavourings, chicken powder, spices, herbs, turmeric, black powder, parsley, rosemary, onion, organic ingredients. May contain celery. So that's that flavour enhancer E621 is probably something like monosodium glutamate, but those are vastly more chicky, vastly different flavours than those two. Yeah. They're kind of quite pale in comparison and a bit greasy in flavour. Yeah, so I didn't think there was going to be that much of a difference, but there is. And it's certainly it'll be down to something like monosodium glutamate that's the difference. So now my thoughts. Stock cubes are an interesting ingredient. I kind of use them as a seasoning. So if I make a soup, I don't put as much salt in things. I use extra chicken stock cube as the kind of seasoning, and it's because it's got fat in there and it's salty and a chicken kind of flavour. It adds it's an easy way of adding flavour into a vegetable soup. Now, those are quite subtle in flavour, so you can get away with adding extra stock cubes into something make it like a white onion soup or a pea soup or something like that, where you actually want the flavour of the onion, or you want the flavour of the pea or the carrot or those type of things. Using those and putting extra in as seasoning, you don't really taste chicken stock cubes. But if you were to make it out of those, you would certainly taste the chicken. So you wouldn't get away with adding more of that to add kind of extra seasoning. Although you probably wouldn't need as much, but you'd be able to tell that you'd used chicken stock cubes in something that's kind of quite subtle in flavour, like a plain onion soup. And I have found, so vegetable stock cubes, if I'm not vegetarian, so obviously, so I have found that if I use vegetable stock cubes in things like soups, the soups taste of the vegetable stock cubes rather than the soup that I'm making, which is kind of not what you want. You want flavours to be enhanced but not overpowering, and I've always found that with vegetable stock cubes. So I tend to use chicken stock cubes in soups unless I'm making a vegetarian soup, and you do that with those, but I don't think you'll be able to do that with those. But anyway, that's kind of quite interesting. I was going to make some soup out of those, but I'm not, because I don't think I need to. Yeah, I don't think I need to, because we've done a tasting, so I don't need to make any soup to kind of come to the same kind of conclusions. And I pretty much know that adding those to an onion soup, which was a base soup that I was going to make, they would be too overpowering in chicken flavour. Much better to use something like that, or that, depending on where you are in life and kind of what budget you're on. Because just because we're on a little bit of a tighter budget, using something like that doesn't mean we can't have nice things. We just have to work a little bit harder. But they won't go to waste. I'll use them in something. But anyway, that was just kind of quite interesting. And get yourself to the local Turkish supermarket, because you find all kinds of goodies. So I think that's a success.